Good morning and welcome to the New Dawn Show on Frenzy FM. This is where we discuss the political issues in Kenya and around the world. You're getting us through 98.1 FM in Nairobi, 96.3 FM in Nakuru, and 101.4 in Mombasa. You can also follow us on our social media platforms at The New Dawn or across the social media platforms, be it Twitter, be it Instagram or Facebook. Or you can also call in studio or send in your messages on the phone number 0708 069 789. Today in studio we are your hosts Patricia Dhuku and Mark Irongo. Today we will be discussing a very interesting topic that's about gender and specifically women who are in politics. We will be looking at issues pertaining women who are in the political game. Gender inequality and women in politics is an issue that has been underlooked and undercovered in Kenya. And we are necessitating and looking forward to raising a society where women will be the leads, and we look forward to equal opportunities without gender inequality. We look forward to an environment where women with capabilities and abilities to lead will be able to sit on the particular same platforms with the men without being considered as inferior beings or humans with less power. Gender inequality has been a thorn in most of our political platforms, and despite all this, we are seeing efforts to improve this, and a number of women actually have been able to stand up and show their prowess. These are the likes of Susan Keheka, who's currently the Nakuru Senator, Shebesh, Annie Waiguru, Kate Waruguru, and the other women in the game. It is still unfortunate and an alarming concern that Kenya still lags behind, and despite the existing advancement of women inclusion in politics worldwide, countries are slowly amalgamating and creating policies and favorable environments to empower the woman. And with this, they are also including the political women, and the women who are in politics are also building up young generations and empowering them in all fields of life, not necessarily to look at politics. And this all is being done to necessitate gender equality and fair political participation of all genders and opportunities. I am happy when I hear rumors of actually Kenya having a female vice president in 2022. But with this, I still feel there's uncertainties of this because there's still a lot that needs to be done and put in place before the society finally admits that women can match the powers of men. The women who have been in the game are complaining of challenges or issues that have been pulling them behind. These women you hear claim of that the political game is not as favorable as it looks, as they are always treated as inferior. The women who try to venture in the field, even despite their ability, their qualification, their education level, they are still pushed down into always looking like the minority. This includes some of the already pointed out challenges like culture, social beliefs and norms. Some even believe that women should stay at home, indoors, doing house duties. But it's time everyone stands up and raise a voice and empower our women. Susan Keheka had this to say about the challenges she has faced as a woman who has had a successful political career up to now.
If, say, you're consistent and you take a position, then as a woman, it's probably frowned on a little bit. But when it's a man who is that way, that's acceptable. He's firm. But when it's a woman, words are thrown around,
The Kirinyaga County Governor, Annie Waiguru, also laments about the attacks they get in the political game that at times leaves them with negative psychological effects.
People really go personal. You can't even repeat some of the things they end up doing or saying. And that can be tough when you're a mother and you have children and they are reading some of those things on Facebook. Also insults from podiums and platforms by men.
It's time now that women take up on the political game, especially now that the president promised to support the women who enter into politics.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, the power of us must deliver a more gender-equal society.
We will be right back after this short commercial break. Thank you for keeping it Frenzy FM.
Let me see you make your move. Do it all, do it all, do it all with new Always 2-in-1. Featherlight softness overall, even on the wings, girl. And rapid dry channels. Always.
Thank you, Patricia, for that insightful piece. Hopefully the message has gotten across to everyone. Now, I would like to take the listeners into a deep dive on why women make great leaders and hence why there needs to be more equality in politics. The following are some of the reasons we came up with after doing some research and discussions. The first one being that women are more resilient than we give them credit for. The 5 women of Congress, such as Ilhan Omar AOC, they are usually referred to as the squad, have shown this. They have all had to endure terrible abuse from many, including the former president of the United States, Trump, and they never folded under pressure. This shows how resilient women can be, especially in the age of social media, where anyone, through the phone, anyone has a voice, and unfortunately many people choose to use it the wrong way. That is our first reason. The second reason being women are strong communicators. I'll go back to the example of AOC. Her full name is Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. She's able to get her message across at times better than her male counterparts. I'll give you an example of her and Trump. Trump has even been, we have seen him get kicked off of Twitter and Instagram, social media sites, because of the way he communicated. A lot of people deemed it as abusive and spreading lies. Whereas AOC, she uses her social media to communicate her policies, the ones that she's trying to push. And this often ends up trending, getting the message across. Although it does offend some people, it shows that she's able to communicate better than some male counterparts. And in politics, you need to be a strong communicator. Even in her speeches, she's a great communicator. Another reason is that women are able to keep their egos in check. Egos in politics are very dangerous, and women being able to control their egos is always a plus. A lot of men are not able to control their egos, which at times can be very dangerous. Here is President Obama stating why he wants more women in politics.
Women in particular, by the way, I want you to get more involved because men have been getting on my nerves lately. I mean, I just, every day I read the newspaper and I just think, like, brothers, what's wrong with you guys? I mean, what's wrong with us? All right? I mean, we're violent, we're bullying.
So the fight against inequality in politics has been going on for a while internationally, and so far some countries are further ahead than others. The United States, for example, has a female vice president, that is Kamala Harris, and here you can hear Joe Biden express his happiness of having a female vice president and speaker while addressing the joint session of Congress.
Thank you all, Madam Speaker, Madam Vice President. No president has ever said those words, and it's about time.
So women's political participation is a fundamental prerequisite for gender equality and genuine democracy. It is there to ensure women's direct engagement in public decision-making and is a means of ensuring better accountability to women. Here is Jill Biden, who is currently the First Lady of the United States, expressing her support for having more women of color in politics.
I think we need women of color in every level of government, in every branch of government, and especially on the Supreme Court, which Joe has committed to do too. With
elections drawing nearer and nearer, I would like to urge Kenyans to keep all this in mind and give women a chance to lead. I've been Mark Irongo. Back to you, Patricia.
Thank you for keeping tuned to the New Dawn Show, only on Frenzy Radio. Remember, you can get our episodes on our social media handles at The New Dawn and get more educated on political issues. We have been your hosts, Patricia Duku and Mark Irongo. Thank you for tuning in.